Hi guys, Brandy with the Soap Saint here. Gonna do the cut. So this is video number 2 from the soaps I made yesterday. Not 100% certain I can get the olive oil one out, but I'm pretty sure that the other one's gonna be fine. Maybe. Got these handy dandy little holes back here. Okay. Alright, so you can see that when I'm pulling it off, I'm not having any issue with sticking, which I didn't think I would with this one. The other one, I'm not 100%. I think I already said that, but I like to repeat myself. So this is less than, well, I guess it's about 24 hours old, which is about average. So remember, this is the one that was super thick and crazy, and it was kind of just plopping in my mold. So I'm going to turn this a little bit because this is my bud cutter here. This is my single wire cutter. But I will show you what it looks like. Let me make the first cut. Let me actually reposition that. So first thing I'm going to do is just trim off a little bit off the end. Not terrible for the plop, I guess. But now I'm going to do a full 1-inch cut. You're supposed to clean the string every time. It's just a guitar string. I absolutely love this. I'll post the link to his Etsy page. So I don't know if you can see that, but remember, we were pouring and plopping. And it, I kind of actually like it because the bottom is all white. So if you're cutting any soap with like any herbs on the top, you want to flip your soap, I guess the herbs towards you, so that when you come down, you're not pulling any of like lavender buds or whatever you put on the top. It lessens on the drag marks. I don't know if you guys can see those little white dots. Those are normal. Looks like I have a little seepage there. But those are normal when you're cutting with a wire cutter like this. So this batch will yield me 16 bars and then what I call a sample bar. So that's usually what I stamp and put out for display purposes. My next big purchase will be the multi-cutter. But this one set me back about, gosh, I want to say like $90 or something. So not terrible. And it's much faster than a knife or a soap cutter. Like the press down ones that you find at like Michael's or Hobby Lobby or whatever. I did have one of those at one point. In fact, I think I still have them. A lot of people use a cheese slicer. It's whatever you want to use. This is what I find works for me, and I've invested a lot into my business. So, alright. And you can see how some of them, from the first cut to the last cut, see how the purple and the pink went down further. Who knows, maybe because I didn't shake it enough, and this will be my sample piece. So, bear with me, I'm going to attempt to get the olive oil one out. And if it's too soft, I'm just going to leave it and we'll do video number 3. But I'll probably give it a couple of days. Just kind of wiping off any excess soap on here. It seems firm enough, but I always feel like it would be my luck. It looks like it got I got a little down in the side, so I'm just going to run a knife down. I'm between the silicone and the mold, not between the silicone and the soap. Good grief. I didn't want to flip it over and kind of tap it out, but I'm going to have to because it's not coming. I'm going to put a piece of paper towel down because I don't want to mark up the top of the soap. This is like when soaping goes wrong. These holes are great except for, oh hey, this will work. This is my little, it's got citric acid all over it. This is my extractor for my bath bomb press. Probably doing a little damage to the bottom of the soap, but I do plane it, so good grief. And just so you know, this has nothing to do with the actual soap. This is the mold itself. It is actually the silicone. Like when I was pouring, I probably went over a little bit too far, and so it's now kind of created a little glue suction-y kind of thing. Because usually these molds pop right out. The irony is that the mold is not coming out, but the soap is pushing out. I was hoping to go a few minutes less than 18. Well, I don't know. Maybe I should wait. YOLO. I have teenagers. I can say stupid, ridiculous things like that. Wow. Short of like pounding on this, I don't know how to get this out. You can, I don't know if you can really see that. You see how the soap's actually pushing out of the silicone mold? So like the silicone's not even coming with it, which I really don't understand why, but need handles on these molds. I've decided that. Like little kitchen handles you get at like Home Depot or something. Okay, we're making progress now. Sort of. Just for the record, really, it's not usually this complex. But I'm breaking a sweat over here. It doesn't help that I'm in Mississippi, so it's just, I think it's 85 here today, which is totally unacceptable. I know one of you is in Washington, so I know you'd probably go for the warmer weather, but Trust me, months and months and months of it. Okay. It gets pretty old really fast. Okay. In all my soaping, I have never had a mold do this before. In theory, gravity. Okay. All right. And I have pushed holes like crazy in this. So, I just broke off, and I broke it right in the middle too. So, anyway, you see the holes that I put in there? I'll probably cut this down to a little bit smaller bar because this is actually a Castile bar. So, not 100% sure why it's crumbly, but who knows? I'm still learning. Alright, let's get my little bud cutter back over here. Oi. I like the little seeds in it though. This is the one scented with the Oh My God olive, which is really phenomenal scent. Well, this is just a white with the little seeds. Can you see them? They're blueberry, but I didn't expect them to color, so they didn't. It's kind of crumbly, but we'll see what happens. I'm sure they'll clean up nice. So I'm not going to record the whole cutting of this because it's kind of a mess, but as you can see, I will be able to salvage not all 16 of my bars, but that's okay. And I actually expected it to be softer than what it is, so I'm okay with that. And like I said, I do plane all my soaps, meaning like I take all the hard edges off. I just use a potato peeler because that works. So that'll be the last cut. This one is missing a huge chunk. So I'm going to go ahead and split it in two. I'll probably end up doing samples or whatever. But this soap in particular has to cure for a full 6 to 12 months. And I'm not done a whole lot of research, but I know it's a minimum of 6 months and 12 months if you want, you know, even a harder, more beautiful bar. So these will not be ready anytime soon. They're going to get on the drying rack, and then they will be making the long trek to the Pacific Northwest with me, and then they will sit on a drying rack there until, well, November 25th, because that's when I made them. Well, April. So, alright guys, I was hoping for, like I said, a shorter video, but that didn't pan out. So you got to see me struggle, which is really good because not everybody wants to see a perfect everything, because then it's not realistic when it actually happens to you and you're freaking out. So you got to see my soap accelerate super crazy fast yesterday and be gloopy. And you got to see me struggle with a mold today and have a loaf of soap that's not perfect. So anyway, talk to you guys later and have a great night. Thanks.